parliamentary committee, which is looking into land expropriation without compensation, is expected to announce its findings soon. Now, an independent survey by Afro Barometer reveals that South Africans want land taken forcefully from them to be restored first. Here's Angelo again telling us more about this story.
Findings from the survey show that South Africans want the government to prioritise redistributing land taken during forced removals of black South Africans 50 years ago. Once that is done, attention should move to agricultural land and vacant urban land.
People still think forced removal is a very important issue to fix. They also prioritise housing over land. So housing is ranked number 3 and land number 13. So there seems to be a disconnect about whether land is as important as the debate has suggested.
While the survey focused on urban and rural land, lobbyists say there exists another disconnect.
The opinions of the public are completely different from those of politicians in the public discourse. So the commentators, the politicians, the media, the journalists are barking up completely the wrong tree. The public relate and regard land as one of the lowest issues on their priority list.
On a practical level, respondents want government to do more, but there are challenges.
If you need housing in urban areas, the government has to acquire that land, but in some urban centres it's scarce, so land and housing connect, and that we actually don't always connect the dots around this issue. And also, the idea about willing seller, willing buyer, it's had a bad rep, but most people actually agree with it, that they want that to continue.
While the survey focused on urban and rural land, lobbyists say there is a broader picture that the committee will consider, and it appears that this is lost to the public.
The amendment proposes about all forms of property: shares, companies, businesses, vehicles, artworks, savings, medical schemes, whatever, and land and houses and factories and machines and plants, and all are subject to discourse. That's completely lost in the survey and the discourse.
The committee recommendations are sure to cause more political debate and are unlikely to pass through Parliament uncontested during the session. I'm Angelo Coppola for CGTN in Johannesburg, South Africa.